and welcome to vlog 3, where we talk about the Rhetorical Act and reading pop culture. So today we're doing, what chapter is it? Chapter 11 on the Rhetorical Act and chapter 1 paired readings on reading pop culture. So hopefully this will be super short, because I also now know that it takes forever to download my past videos, because they were kind of long, download them to YouTube, so really keeping it short, and it's good because it's only 2 paired readings, so whoop whoop. Okay, so we're going to start with the Rhetorical Act as always, or per usual. So, Chapter 11, Understanding Evaluation. Now, this is, yes, it's all about evaluation, and so it talks about the 4 standards for evaluation, and so there's aesthetics, effect, truth, and ethics. Now, I'm going to go into each of those, and then we're going to move on to reading pop culture. Woo! So, aesthetics, which is the artistic standard, so it talks about how creatively and skillfully someone used rhetoric to get their message across. Now, it doesn't talk, this has nothing to do with if it worked, but it just talks about what they did to attempt to hold your attention and attract you and get you to understand and participate in their idea. So it's simply just, did they do it artistically, creatively, skillfully? Was it a poor job? Was it a good job? Did they not put much effort into it? Stuff like that. And so the second one is effects, or sometimes it goes by response standards. And that is where you are talking about, what am I trying to say? Did these rhetorics communicate and actually get the reaction that this skillful, artistic, attempt was hoping to get out of it? So the first one was, how was it done? Was it creative? Whatever. This one is, did that creativity or lack of creativity work in their favor to get the desired response? So that's the response standard. That's why they call it that. And the next one, which is the truth or accuracy standard. So a lot of things that we don't realize nowadays are, we'll give you a bunch of data that support our claims. And what we're not telling you sometimes is that there's all this data over here, which is even longer, that does not support our claims. And so, therefore, we are not being super truthful and accurate about what we are trying to tell you, and we're persuading you, but we're not giving you the reality of what's really going on in this situation. So it's best to give things from both sides, but also, and still push towards your side, and it's good to let people have both sides so they can make their own opinion, but you want to give that little oomph and push them towards your side. So you got to do that right, and you got to do it truthfully and accurately. Yeah. The final one is the ethics or moral standard, and so that talks about social consequences that can happen because of this. So if it kind of talked about a little bit in there, like if television uses rhetoric and different things to put more violence or sexualness into media, then what consequences will that have? Will they be good or bad? And so that is where the ethics is evaluated. And yeah, so that's chapter 11 of the Rhetorical Act. I'll get it right one of these days. The Rhetorical Act. And now we're moving on to reading pop culture. And so it's chapter 1, paired readings. So let's get started. So our paired readings, the first one is Snaps to Riches, The Rise of Snapchat Celebrities by Ellen Hewitt. And it was very interesting. I liked this one because I, not so much now, but when it first came out, I was really into Snapchat. I loved it. It was one of my main ways of communication. I got really addicted to it, honestly, because now they have, like, the news feeds where you can learn about things. But, so they compared it to Vine, how Vine was originally, I forget how long, but no more than, like, 15-second videos. Honestly, they were, like, 5-second videos, but no more than 15-second videos that some people got super famous off of. And they went to YouTube and they did all these things, and now they're on Snapchat, and there's so many people that have gotten famous because of this social media. And so it was very interesting because they compared Vine to Snapchat, which at the time, Vine was still around, but now Vine, I don't know if it not really failed, but Vine doesn't exist anymore. You can find old Vines on YouTube that people have posted, but that's about it right now. So, they talked to a lot of Vine and Snapchat celebrities, which I thought was very useful and helped get their points across. Because it wasn't just the author saying a bunch of things and listing a bunch of things and just hoping that the audience accepts it. They were backing it up with other people's opinions, and yeah, it was very persuasive. So yeah, they talked with a lot of Vine stars. They used examples like this guy that draws on pictures, and actually it makes a good amount of money for it. So he will, like, take over Disney's Snapchat for the day, and I believe he covered, like, a new, like, when Frozen came out, they did a thing in their Disney park, and he just went around taking pictures of nothing and drawing Olaf in there and posting it and following Olaf around the Disney park for the day, which is super awesome. Because you're putting your art out there and you're getting benefits, and it's making you want to do it more. But so yeah, I just thought it was really interesting how these social media creates celebrities. So yeah, that one was about Snapchat, and actually a good amount of about Vine and how Vine celebrities moved to Snapchat. But yeah, so we're going on to the next one, Public Displays of Transactions by Attic. And this one, honestly, was weird to me. It kind of creeped me out because I'm like, this person is stalking this other person on Venmo. And so I use Venmo, but not as much as, like, this person did. I just use it for a few, like, payback things, or I'm buying something secondhand from someone. Super creepy. Now I don't want to use it. But so this person was like, Venmo is the app for stalkers, and this person watched this girl, Melissa, fall in love. Well, first break up with her boyfriend and then fall in love with someone else. And it was really interesting how this person could take parts of their lives and what they bought and put it into a story, and like, yes, it's kind of cute overall that you're like, oh, they fell in love, but this person didn't even know that one person, and so I kind of was put off by this, honestly. It's kind of weird how they say money is more intimate than sex, and I mean, yes, because nowadays more people, like, you're not gonna be like, how many bank accounts do you have? But you might be like, how many past sexual partners have you had? Like, that's kind of important because it influences you. But it was just so, it was a very interesting topic, but it was creepy. So yeah, I don't know. I learned a lot from these, and I'm definitely going to put my Venmo on private instead of public, because it's primarily always, like, it's, what's it called, baseline setting is public. Which I've noticed that, like, on Venmo, I can see people that I'm not even friends with, and, like, I went to, like, middle school with them. And I'm in college now, and yeah, it's creepy. And I don't, yeah, I was put off by that. So that's it, actually. There was only 2 stories, plus the Rhetorical Act. Got the name right. Whoop, whoop. So, Chapter 11, Chapter 1 paired readings. Yeah, have a great day. I can't end it. Ooh, there we go.